Aloha all, and welcome back to Let's Play Paper Mario. In this episode, this is kind of a special, kind of, extra video, but it's in the middle of the project, because I want to show off the fact that I'm pretty confident that I can, in fact, do this. And you may be wondering what I can do, and, you know, what I'm talking about. And in this episode, we are going to be tackling the Dojo, which has home to 5 extra bosses that, you know, you can pretty much fight, I think, anytime after Chapter 1. And we're basically going to do all 5 of them right in a row. So, you must be Mario, welcome to my dojo. I am the master. I am the head of this dojo. And, I don't know, he seems, pretty weak, you know, he seems like an old man. But, I don't know. Never underestimate, you know, any foe, because it could be devastating. So anyway, here is Chan the man, and he is a Buzzy Beetle, a normal Buzzy Beetle, and a really, really easy opponent. He has, I don't know, kind of a low, defense for, I mean, he has a decent defense, but he really has, like, really low HP is what I meant to say, and goes down really, really quickly. I mean, he didn't even get to attack us. He has 15 HP, and you just devastate him at this point, especially if you have the badge setup that I have. The winner is Mario. Chan, you must train harder. And, so we get the first degree card, which is awesome. And before I move on, I want to show you my badge setup. So the badge setup that I currently have right now is 2 power pluses, a defend plus, 2 damage dodge, last stand, power rush, and zap tap. And my items are life shroom, repel gel, jam and jelly, and 2 maple syrups. So yeah, it's going to be quite interesting to see what, you know, what happens with that. So now what we have to do is fight Lee, who is the second pupil of the master. And he has 20 HP, and his max attack is 5, and he's a dupless. He's a dupless type character, and he copies your partner's abilities and kind of tries to trick you out, I guess, kind of, maybe, I don't know. But he, just like Chan, is pretty simple, pretty easy, and not a big threat. You know, he'll copy literally everything that you do, or that Goombario does. And especially with Zap Tap on, like, you really shouldn't have a problem with him, because he'll just, you know, take damage. And just like Chan, he'll go down in 2 turns. So, Lee at this point, and Chan and Lee basically at any point in the game really aren't much of a challenge. So enough, Mario is the winner. Lee, you have much training to do. And for our efforts, we get the second degree card. So now, we can come back and we can fight the master himself. So it's time that you fought the master. And the master is has 3 battles. So when I said 5 optional bosses, I really could have said 3, but you know that it really is 3 different fights. So the Master is quite the character, and this is where the actual challenge starts coming in, and where your bad setup is actually going to mean something. The first form is, I'd like to say, kind of easy. It's not really that bad. He has 50 HP, and his max attack is 6, and, you know, with just doing, like, constant damage with Goombario and Mario, he'll go down, you know, just fine. And especially considering we have 2 defend pluses and a damage dodge, or 2 damage dodges and a defend plus, you know, plus the normal action command, he'll do 2 and hurt himself. So the first fight goes really easy, and we already have, we're already going to be up to 20 damage, you know, on him. So actually, I think more than 20 damage. I think 22 damage. So just make sure you hit all your action commands, and the first master form is a piece of cake, and you'll really have, like, little to no problem. Now, something I like to employ in the further fights, and the reason I have Goombario out, is because Goombario actually does more than most of the other characters do. Because he has, you know, head bonk, and it's reliant on the fact that you have Man Merly, why could this not happen in the third fight? Because of the fact that, you know, it's relying on action commands, he actually does 6 as opposed to, say, Watt, who does 5, or, you know, some of these other, you know, characters. Although Bombette does do a lot, I haven't upgraded her yet, so it would be pretty foolish to, you know, actually use her. Now, what we're gonna do right here is we're just gonna go heal up, and we're going to do this after the second Master fight as well, because the Master significantly increases his abilities, as well as his attack power, and his, you know, just, you know, the fight just becomes definitely more harder in the second battle, so we gotta be a little bit more, you know, careful of what we're doing. Now, one of the reasons why I'm able to do the Master fight so early in the game, and the reason that I can do it in Chapter 4, and I can even do the second Master fight in Chapter 3, I just never been able to beat it personally in like the third fight in Chapter 3. But one of the reasons why the Master is so difficult is because he has combo moves, and the combo moves are devastating. But with the setup that I have with Zap Tap, every time he goes to do a combo move, it fails, because the Zap Tap shocks him, and, you know, he kind of just has to retreat. So in this second battle, because I'm not tattling, I'll tell you his stats. His stats are, he has 75 HP, no defense power, and he has an attack of 8. But then he has a combo, which is the dashing uppercut, and that is 5 and then 6 damage, which is, that's when it starts getting to be, you know, like, ridiculous. That's when it's just like, alright, wow, I really need to kind of, watch myself. But with, you know, like I said, the appropriate, things equipped, you know, things will go pretty smoothly. And as long as you just, you know, charge with Goombario and constantly deal damage with, you know, Mario himself, this fight isn't too bad. But as you can see, you screw up an action command and he does do quite a lot of damage, so be careful. So we are at 24 damage done to him right now, and Goombario is just going to absolutely decimate him when he actually finally attacks. Because right now I think he'll do 9 damage per attack. So we are up to 32 damage at this point, and we're gonna charge one more time, and then next turn I do believe that we will finish him off, because he's about to knock us into danger. Oh damn it! I should have not did my action command. So we're going to attack with Goombario first and see how much damage we actually do. Ooh, 22 damage. So, yeah, a lot. Oh, definitely a lot. And, I could very well lose this. No, oh, yeah, I could. I very well could lose this if I don't do enough damage in this particular turn. Or if he does a certain attack, that I cannot, you know... Ah, ha ha ha! Screwed himself. So he knocked me into danger, and that actually basically, like, signaled his grave. So we did 32 with Goombario, or we did 32 with Mario, and 22 with Goombario, so that's 54, and then another 8, so that's 62. So he has 75, so we should finish him off this time. So that's another 12, and yeah, there we go. So the Master is down and out, and we pretty much took care of him with little to no problem. And I don't know why I was getting nervous, because as long as I hit my action commands correctly, there's nothing to really fret about. So, that was an excellent second fight, if I do say so myself. I was really never in danger, and everything played out the way that I want to, and I kind of made the Master look like a fool. Now, there's a trend with at least the main console RPGs of, you know, Paper Mario and Super Mario RPG, that there's always an optional boss that is actually stronger than the final boss. And the Master in Paper Mario is actually that boss. His third fight is, in my opinion, stronger than the final boss of this game, and, you know, a lot of people think that. So, he's equivalent to, Bonetail in Thousand Year Door, and Culex in Super Mario RPG, and I guess Shadow would be the person that he would be equivalent to in Super Paper Mario. But here we go with the final fight. We have a Life Shroom and some maple syrups, as well as Repel Gel, which we'll definitely be employing when we get into danger. And this should be an excellent fight. So, the Master, the third time around, is increased in both of his attack and his defense. His attack power is 10 normally with his punch, and then he also has a dashing uppercut again, which is now 6, and then 7 for a total of 13, but because of our Zap Tap, he'll only do like 6, if not 4 or 3 because of the thing. Then he also has the dashing kicking uppercut, which is 5, then 6, then 7, which is the really devastating thing because that would normally be 18 damage, but in this case, he'll only wind up doing like 2 because of the way that we have everything set up. So, let's jump right into it. What I like to do is, I actually like to employ Chill Out in this fight. Chill Out's a really good, Star Spirit, power, and can actually really be helpful, in allowing you to get a head start on things, and to kind of, buffer Goombario, as well as, not have to worry about taking too much damage too early on. 3 damage is not much. And it will be especially useful later on when we get into our danger thing, because we can use it and kind of make it so that he's not as tough as maybe he seems. But we're just going to sit here and spam charge for a long while, and, yeah, see, 1, I didn't even hit my action command. He would have done no damage at all if I would have been, quick enough for that, but, not a big deal. So, we're, going fine so far, and although it's annoying to not be able to know how much, how close we are, because that's definitely good for planning, we don't really have to worry about it for, a decent while. And I'm actually going to check how much the hammer does. 7, alright, so as of right now, in this fight, I'm just going to go to do hammer until I get into danger mode. When I get into danger mode, that's when I'll switch back to using jumps and stuff like that. But I mean, you do 7 with the hammer right now because of the increased defense. That's a general thing to keep in mind when you're actually playing, through. Seeing, what your enemy's defense is and seeing what their attack is. With enemies with low defense, it's a smart idea to use attacks that are of a what am I trying to think of? When they have defense, that's when you switch to your hammer. When they have no defense, that's when I generally like to think that it's better to use alright, I gotta hit this. No! Shit! Oh, I have Life Shroom! I have a Life Shroom. Ha! Ha ha. Damn it. I got nervous there for a second that I was gonna lose this. But that's, one of those things. Bring in the Life Shroom and you'll be good. And now, I do not think he can actually kill us, so I'm pretty confident, that we're going to have a good run with this. So we're going to just keep on laying into him. Like I said, I have no idea how much damage we're actually going to be doing with Goombario, or how much we've already done to him. And that's perfect. Put me right into danger. And now here is where you use Repel Gel. Because now that we're just in danger, now we can really start, putting on the heavy damage to him. And he won't be able to attack us for a few turns. So we're going to charge one last turn with Goombario, and then we're going to completely dominate him with some attacks, and, we're pretty much safe for the next few things. So Repel Gel is a really good item to use while in danger, because it allows you to safely do a lot of damage, as well as, not really having to worry about doing, getting hurt. And we just did 36 damage. Can you believe that? We did over a third of his HP to him in one turn with Goombario. That is why Goombario is, in my opinion, the best, of the best. Like, he is just fantastic. Like, he's just an amazing partner, and I love using him. So we're going to use Chill Out again and lower his defense once more because we are in danger, and I would like to stay in danger so that we can, you know, continue to do a lot of damage to him. And, you know, with Last Stand and, you know, taking less damage, as well as the fact that, you know, we really don't have to worry about dying now. I don't know, it's just a really good combo. Yeah, see, we didn't even take any damage, and we won't for the next few turns. So, like I said, a really, really good combo, and the Master should go down, like I said, with relative ease. Yeah, there we go. Literally no problem, and I just made the Master, the hardest boss in the game, my bitch. Noble Mario, you have bested me, the Master, the strongest of fighters. Since you have beaten me at my full strength, I give you this with respect. We get the diploma. So Mario is now recognized as the strongest fighter in all of Toad Town, which is just absolutely fantastic to me. And I feel really good about that. We did that in a timely manner. We did all 5 fights of the dojo in a little under, you know, 15 or a little under 16 minutes. And I showed off what I like to think is a really, really good strategy. You know, when you're fighting the Master. It does require a lot of BP and, you know, a decent amount of HP. You know, it's good to have a little bit of extra HP to help you along the way. But, I mean, as long as you have that, you know, it's pretty good. And like I said, I do confidently say that I can do this in Chapter 4. And I would like to, I don't know, eventually on, like, a stream, another time that I play through this game, show that off. Or something, because, I don't know. If there's one thing that I think is impressive in the game, you know, as far as strategy and just, you know, being great at fights, it would probably be my Master fights. I think that I do really good with them. Another thing, if you are taking this on in Chapter 4, go for HP over, FP. Like if I were to have done this in Chapter 4, instead of, you know, just spamming, BP and then, you know, the occasional HP, I would have gone with some more, HP than FP. So, that's all I really have to say about the dojo. Hope you guys enjoyed this, and if you were having problems, maybe my strategy can really help you out and, you know, make you a better player, especially against, you know, difficult fights like that. So, until the next episode, when we maybe take on another optional boss fight, or perhaps move on to Chapter 6, I'm Paper Mario Guy of the KoopaNinjaBros. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys all next time.